Yeah.
What's up? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Science of Flipping. I am your host, Justin Colby, and as you can see, if you are watching on YouTube, we are back with another episode of the Mastermind series. These are two gentlemen who are absolutely killing it out in Jacksonville, Florida. But before we get to them, if this is your first time hearing this podcast, make sure to get over to thescienceofflipping.com. We have a couple cool things for you. To all of my loyal listeners, I give away my book. It is the same book that's on Amazon. It's called The Science of Flipping. It's selling every day for $10 a day. But for my listeners, I go ahead and give it to you for free. Obviously, it's a download. It turns into an ebook. But go download it, right? This is the same book that is being sold on Amazon. And also, guys, if you want to be a part of these masterminds that you've been hearing from members, we have an opportunity for you to fill out an application, whether you're just starting, whether you're making $250,000 a year, or you're north of 7 figures a year. Fill those out. Let my team make a decision whether you are going to be a good fit. It doesn't matter whether you're starting or you're crushing it or anywhere between. We will not accept everybody. We don't care how much money you have, but let us get to know you. Let our team reach out to you so you can at least have a chance to be sitting around some incredible people like this to learn from, to mastermind with, and really take to the next level. So go to thescienceflipping.com, get the free book, but also take some time, fill out the application, let our team reach back out to you if you're interested in being a part of the mastermind. With that being said, guys, I want to get right into these two gentlemen. These guys are absolutely killing it. Hunter and James out of Jacksonville, Florida. What is up, boys? How are you?
What's up, boys?
What's going on? So, listen, if these people are watching this on YouTube, you guys do look, and I think, James, you brought this up, or Hunter brought it up. You guys look like the intern right now. This is a movie. This is straight out the movies.
Yeah, we're just all tight in here,
That is awesome. Yeah. So I do this video so people can watch it on YouTube, and I also have the Audible that goes on to iTunes, and you can watch it or listen to it either way. So they're thinking, all right, so we are watching a full-blown interview right now.
Awesome.
So guys, this whole series, we spent some great time out in Cabo. Pretty impactful, wouldn't you say?
Dude, it was awesome out there, man. It was so like I got a ton of value out of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just the connections, meeting with other guys that are doing the same thing in different markets and sharing the successes, the failures, everything was pretty empowering, and we came back a little more on fire than we left with.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So what has happened since you have come back from Cabo? What's your business life been like? What are some major changes that you guys maybe have started implementing since the mastermind out in Cabo?
Definitely probably the biggest thing for us is just our mindset, right? We had a huge shift when we got back, especially, talking with you, Kent, Sean, and, discuss what we were doing, before we got there. And, when we left, like, basically our mindset was completely different. I just feel like we weren't focused, on all of the right things maybe before we went. And now it's completely different. So the big thing for us now is like hiring, right? Like the business is moving and it's growing. We're doing tons of deals. We just need to put more people in place.
I hear you. So what is the thing? What's the secret to your success, right? You guys have built a very successful business out in Jacksonville, Florida. What have you guys done? How are you guys able to get? Say it again.
No, sorry. There must have been a lag in here.
Got it.
Yeah. So for me, I think just our persistence, right? We've always been massive action takers. So, just really like jumping in, jumping off the cliff and building the plane on the way down, right? That's kind of,
of course.
that's how we do it. So, Yeah, pretty much that's it, man. Just going out there and making it happen.
Yeah, it's just like believing that it's going to happen and getting ourselves out there and having no fear in the marketing campaigns, the follow-up, just, knowing that stuff's going to happen, and we're just better off of just pushing through and keep putting more money in it.
Yeah, and that's scary, right? To be able to think, man, we're going to put more money into this business, but we talked a lot about it in Cabo is, what separates people that make it from people that don't make it is that ability to know everyone else is going to let that fear conquer them. Everyone's going to allow that fear to stop them, halt them, paralyze them. And if we and all the listeners out there can realize it just takes you to take that extra step where everyone won't, you're ultimately going to be the victor, right? And I think that was a big message I think everyone took home from Cabo over the weekend or so.
Yeah.
The other big thing I think we also found, just seeing other guys from Phoenix, is that our market's not too small for a lot of people to do very well. Yeah. And I think that mindset of just not being afraid of, okay, we're in a decent sized market, but hey, look, even if we have other competitors, we can still really crush it here. And I think that's where the mindset shifted as well, is let's take focus of our market and really become the game changers here and not try and do it in multiple different places like we have an office somewhere else. And we're not going to invest anymore down there. We're just going to stay here.
Nice.
Yeah, well, we looked at all the cash transactions that just happened here in the last 6 months, and it was just an insane number, right? So it's like we're not even scratching the surface for what's really happening here.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, the whole going into different markets thing. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of growth just right here where we're at.
Yeah.
Well, and that brings up a great question. I want you guys to maybe address some of the newbies, right? Is a lot of people think, oh, I can't invest in my market. I'm in Phoenix and Justin or Sean's there, or I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, and James and Hunter there, and there's too much competition. Address some of those people that fear they can't get started in their backyard.
Yeah, I mean, from my point of view, the whole competition thing. No, I mean anything that really that you can be super successful in. There's going to be a competition in it, right? I mean, if you're in a tiny market where there is literally no buyers, there's whatever, a few thousand people, I'm sure there's some area that you're close to that you could go into and do something there. And I mean, it's just the abundance mindset, right? So, I mean, no one is going to do all the deals. It doesn't matter what market you're in. No one's going to do them all. It doesn't matter how many people's there. I mean, that's just the way it is. You just got to get over the fear and just go out there and make it happen.
It's a personality thing too. It's we might be great to the sellers who decide to go with us, but then other people might have a different approach, might have a different, talk a different way, and that might hit other sellers. So, there's just that, nobody's going to love us all the way through and through. Everyone's not going to love us, but everybody will love somebody enough to do business with them.
Right. I would say you're hitting the head on the nail. Again, Sean and I are in the same city, and there's plenty of deals to go around, right? So not too worried about it. What I would say, though, or what the question I'm going to ask of you guys is, specifically in your business, what are you guys doing now? Are you primarily wholesaling? Are you wholesaling and fix and flipping? Are you buying holds? What are you guys actively doing?
So primarily wholesaling, right, is the majority of our business, but probably about 20% fix and flip, and maybe about 10% wholesale. But wholesaling is definitely at the moment going as well. So, but for the most part, though, wholesaling is where the majority of our revenue is coming from right now.
Yeah, and the other side, for the renovation side and the wholesaling side, requires employees to handle that stuff effectively. So you kind of got to look at it and see where your best time's used, and we're trying to figure it out. that out in the next 6 months and really year to see where the best ROI was on our time and also our money.
Yeah, yep. No doubt. So at every 10 deals you do, you usually will flip 2 of them and you'll wholetail 1 of them.
Yeah.
Essentially, yep. Yeah. The wholetailing has been a little strugglesome. Not what we expected. They're not really selling as fast and as easy as we thought. But we can shift, we just turn those into retails and then we flip them.
Great exit strategies, right? And so, whether it's rule number 1 or rule number 8, exit strategies got to be, you want multiple exit strategies, right? If you go in with 1 exit strategy, there's a chance for you to get hurt. If you go in with 2, there's a less chance. And if you even go into 3, even further less chance of if something happens for you to financially get hurt, right? So being able to diversify what you're doing at your level, right? You run a very successful 7-figure a year business out in Jacksonville. You got to be able to diversify, because if there's only 1 strategy, it's like putting all your eggs in 1 basket, right? And that basket gets tipped over, you're all done.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. So moving forward, what are your goals that you guys want to kind of achieve throughout this year? Where you're at now, where you want to be. What do you guys want to be able to finish out doing for the 2017? I can't believe it's almost, God, it's the middle of March already, right? So.
Yeah, I know, it's just crazy. I know that what we're really focused on now for the end of the year is just really getting the rest of our time back, right? Yeah. We've gotten a good portion of it, but just, pretty much putting a bow and getting the rest of it back, putting a bow on it, and let's, get more time to do some bigger stuff. Looking to do some commercial and stuff like that when we can, kind of get everything moving, just like it's supposed to on the wholesale business now.
Yeah. So a couple more employees, salespeople, marketing guy or gal, and then just kind of streamline the renovation business to where it's just one day a week oversight. So just getting the right people in the right systems in place.
That's the biggest thing. The people are tough, right?
Yeah,
we have some good people now, but it is a process finding the right employees,
Yeah, and that's, what I've always found. The people that I've hired are always within my network. They're always someone that I know somewhere. Yeah. They're in my meetup group. They're at the RIA meeting. They are on my Facebook page. They're in the Facebook page groups that I'm in. They're always somewhere. I'm networking them with that title agency, whatever it is. And I know there's all different ways to hire. I've just always chosen to bring people in within my network. They know me. I have a rapport with them at some level, and so they understand where I'm coming from. All the way up until today, I had a phone interview to bring in a phone sales guy, and he came from being in my meetup group, right? And I was at my meetup group talking about how we're looking to possibly bring in this phone sales, component, and he calls me. He's like, Justin, I would love to be a part of that. I don't know if you would want me to be, but that would be really awesome. And so next thing you know, I'm on a 40-minute call with him about his experience, what he wants, what I'm looking for, to see if it's going to work, right? And so I want to be able to build this phone sales division. So he came because I just mentioned it. People forget to talk about what they want, because the more they talk about it, the more it kind of gets put in that atmosphere, right? And I don't want to get too hocus pocus on it, but you start putting that message out there, whether you're talking about it, posting about it, whatever. I've always hired from within, and guess the last time I've hired an acquisition person? 3 years ago. I've had the same 2 acquisition people for the last 3 years, and they don't want to leave because they make so much money, and I give them a cool place to stay, and it's a great atmosphere, and it's so at the end of the day, they trust me more. So that's always been my method to hiring.
Yeah. One thing I do want to say, while we were in Cabo, this was probably one of the biggest nuggets for me while we were out there. On the first night, I had dinner with Kent, And, we were discussing kind of like what we were doing and everything else. And, just the numbers, right? Like what our projections were for the year. And he basically told me, just forget about the numbers, just completely forget about them. Make it a game to replace yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So just worry about building it out. And, stop worrying about the numbers, and then, the numbers will grow way more than you ever thought possible if you just focus on that. So that was pretty big nugget for me, because it's always numbers, right? Like I'm always thinking about the numbers.
Dollar.
I mean, that's just it. And, so that was a big shift for me. And I think about it every day.
Yeah.
Just I can resonate with you. The same guy we've had acquisitions for over 3 years, right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm that guy. I mean,
and you're great at it.
Yeah.
So, guys, is there anything, first of all, why don't you name your company, what you do, tell people where to find you if they want to be a part of your world. Maybe they want to, work with you in Jacksonville, Florida or somewhere else. So, let people know who you guys are.
Sure. So the main company is Hayden Hawk Investment Group. But as far as if anyone's looking to buy properties or anything like that here, they can check us out at floridawholesalehomes.net. That's the website where a lot of our properties will be posted for sale. Not all of them. Now you got to get on the list if you want the really good ones, but
after a couple, you get the real nuggets.
Yeah, there you go. Right on. Was there any last? Go ahead.
No, we're on every, Facebook, Instagram.
We're everywhere. So. You can find us somewhere for sure.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, now they can find you on iTunes, right? So now you're international, because I have people way out in Canada, Mexico, Australia. Now you guys are gonna be international.
I'm ready to go back to Mexico, man. It was awesome out there.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Hey, listen, I want to thank you guys. I know you're busy. I know you're crushing out in Jacksonville. Is there anything you want to leave, listeners with, or, a certain, golden nugget that you want to impress on people about what it takes to be successful in this industry, what it takes to be able to create the life that you want to live? I mean, this whole podcast is all about creating the life that you want to live. So anything that you guys want to leave the listeners?
I would just say for me, it's just listen to podcasts like this. Listen to every professional that's doing it really well, and implement, and not be afraid of implementing exactly what they're telling you to do. Because you can sit around just thinking about it, talking about it. We did that at the beginning. We're just always talking about it, but just really take action. And even if it's difficult and uncomfortable, just get out there and do it.
Yeah, I mean, understanding that there's going to be disappointments, and there's going to be times that, you're like, man, this sucks. Why don't I just go back to a regular job? But once you start, you just push through that and you start getting some wins. That's going to fire you up, and that'll give you what you need to just push through and just make it happen. But understand that it's not going to be easy.
The wins always feel better than the losses too. So.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Always. Well, guys, I appreciate you spending some time with me and giving back to my loyal listeners. You guys are a part of the Billionaire Mastermind for a reason. Greatly appreciate you two. I look forward to possibly seeing you in San Diego for Boardroom Elite, right? So Boardroom Elite
we'll be there, man.
Good.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Good. I will see you in, I'm sure we'll talk before that, but I'll see you in San Diego for the Boardroom Elite. Guys, that's it for all you listeners. Again, you want to meet people like this, you want to be in our world, you want to get with me or Kent or Sean or any of these gentlemen and ladies that are out there absolutely crushing it, go to the Science of Flipping, fill out the application. We do not take everybody, but if you feel like you'd be a good fit, show us why you'd be a good fit, prove to us that you would be a good fit, and let our team at least have that conversation with you. At least try to get in the game, even if it's scary, try to get in the game. Besides that, that's all I got. Peace out. Talk to you guys soon.
All right, man. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Peace.